Welcome to another update here in the TandemCTelevision studios, and we've got more work done over at the new studio location that I think we ought to take a look at, and I got really good input from last week's question, plus more, so don't go anywhere. We've continued working on the new studio location, and I've got to get it finished. I can't go back to regular programming here on the channel, which I know you guys are after, until I get that studio finished. And if you remember last week, we were having some issues with some animals and some critters getting inside, so we got to really make this thing airtight. One, to keep the animals and the bugs out, but also because it's going to be climate controlled. So I thought I'd start by working on the walls that are sided. So the front garage side of the wall is actually brick, and it's not really a problem, but the other three walls have siding or have hardy plank around them. So I started by ripping out all the bushes that were on the side wall so that I could get down and see the bottom of the wall and see what we're working with. And if you get down low, you can actually see now with the bushes gone, we can actually get a clear view of some of the gaps that are at the bottom of this wall. And then from the inside, you can clearly see that we definitely have gaps down along the bottom. Of course, we also have gaps all along the siding itself, in between the hardy planks. So that poses a new problem because there's no sheeting on the side. And so these hardy plank boards or slats are nailed directly to the frame of the wall. And so there's the small gaps, but there's large gaps down at the bottom. That we can take care of with some spray foam, which I'll do later. But we got to figure out a way to take care of all the small gaps that we're going to be dealing with. I thought a good start would be to pull off the bottom third of all the vapor barriers so we can really see what we're working with and really see the backside of these boards. And you can tell it was pretty dirty. There was a ton of bugs back there. It really was bug and dirt infested. I've pretty much cleaned all that up. And there was also, you can see where there was termite infestation. Now, this house and garage has been 100% completely treated for termites prior to me moving in, so I'm not too worried about that. But I think I will still spray in there. But we still got to figure out how are we going to seal this up, and I think we have basically three options. We have an expensive option, we have a cheap option, and we have the in-between option. Now, the expensive option would be to go ahead and just put up the drywall, put all the electrical boxes, put all the boxes in, drywall, and then spray foam the inside of the wall. Completely fill the insides of the wall with spray foam insulation, which would seal everything up. That would be the easiest, but it would also be the very much expensivest way. So I kind of priced it out, and it costs somewhere in the neighborhood of $1,500. For me to do, but then which is a little more than I wanted to spend, quite honestly. So then there's also the cheap route. We have the cheap option, which I think would be to put the vapor barrier back on the outside, insulate, put a vapor barrier on the inside of the frame, inside of the 2x4s, and then drywall on top of that. So you'd have two layers, a vapor barrier to seal, and then the drywall, which would work, but I don't think it would work well. I think you're still gonna have gaps. You're still going to have entry points, maybe not for animals, but definitely for bugs. And I really don't want bugs getting in to my studio sets. So I don't know if that would work good enough. Now, the in-between option, which is what I think I'm going to go with, is to go put vapor barrier back on the outside. Super simple. I think I'm going to use insulation board, cut out insulation board to fit in between the studs, and then spray foam seal that. So then everything is sealed up. It's just you're not using all spray foam. You're just spray foaming around the board and using that board to fill the large areas. And that's not too expensive. I think we could do something like that for about $400, maybe $500. It just depends on how much of the insulation board it takes. And I think that's probably the best option to go with. Now, I was going to ask you guys, do y'all know a better way to do it? If there's a fourth option that I'm not thinking of, let me know down in the comments. Maybe there's a better option to do this that's in a good price range, of course. Let me know down in the comment section. Now, I'm going to go ahead and keep moving forward with working on what I can work on while we decide how we're going to air seal the entire studio. I started by pulling down a ton of nails that were in the studs that were on the inside of the studs. There were tons of hooks. So I went ahead and started pulling all that stuff down. And I did go ahead, no matter what we do, I do want to fill those large gaps at the bottom of the wall with spray foam. So I went ahead and got a can of spray foam. It was literally like $4. And I started just filling in the bottom gaps. I think I can do the entire building or the entire bottom gap with one can. So I think that's the way to go for that. But I went ahead and got that done. But again, let me know what you think down in the comments section. As always, I really appreciate all the input you guys give me. And I got some great input last week for the question I posed about doing live streaming and doing premieres for the CCG 2084 series. So I was talking about live streaming a lot of the work that gets done that usually gets done behind the scenes, and then I bring in for an update. And I thought, well, let's live stream that. And you guys were really up for that. It even sounds like the folks that might not make every live stream were really interested in that and thought it would be a good idea. So with that said, I will be setting up the inside studio, or actually the inside workspace. So I'm gonna have a workroom and then a studio room actually inside also. So I'm gonna be setting up the workroom for live streaming. And I think I'm going to document that also here in the updates. So you can see kind of how I'm going about setting up a workspace for live streaming. So I think I'm going to have multiple cameras, so multiple work cameras. I guess cameras are going to be facing what I'm working on that I can switch between. But I also think I'm going to set up a face cam so I can green screen myself down in the bottom corner like a lot of people do with live streaming. And for some reason, people seem to like that. Let me know, is that something you'd want to see, is kind of me as I'm talking to you while I'm working, that kind of format? And also, I was going to pose another question to you guys is, when is the best time to live stream? When are you guys available? So I know there's a lot of channels that are already doing some live streaming. Like I know Frank does a live stream on Thursday, and there's a lot of live stream that happen. I don't want to overlap those. I don't want to pull from their audience or lose audience because they're over there. So when is a good time? When is the best time for you guys that you would want to watch this live stream? And this is something I would probably want to do probably multiple times a week because I do a lot of work during the week. I might as well be live streaming it. What time works best for you guys? Let me know down in the comments, or just let me know down in the comments, when do you know of other channels that are live streaming so I don't overlap those? Let me know that stuff down in the comment section. And then you guys were also very enthusiastic about doing the premieres for CCG 2084, which I think will be a lot of fun. I think it'll be a lot of fun for me to premiere them, see what you guys are saying through some chat, be able to chat back with you as it's going, at live. I think that'll be a lot of fun. So I really appreciate that input. But let me know what you guys think about the live stream schedule, the timing of that. Let me know down in the comment section. Now I'm going to run into the garage, or what's left of the garage behind me here real quick, because we've got the next patron reward actually done. I want to just show you guys real quick because they're going to get hit in the mail, and I just want to give everybody a look at them real quick. So yeah, I've got the TRXZ mini plaques done for all the patrons. So these are going to be going out this week. I just wanted to give you guys a chance to look at them. And I had a thought too. So I do all these mini plaques. If you're a $5 up patron, you get one of these. We did, the last one was the Ripsaw plaque. This is the TRXZ plaque. So these are all handmade, hand-painted, all that. And it goes out to the patrons that are $5 and up patrons. Now, I was thinking about making bigger versions of these and making them available to you guys. I don't know if that's something that maybe y'all would be interested in. Make a bigger size Ripsaw plaque, a bigger size TRXZ plaque, actual kind of plaque size, maybe, I don't know, maybe 6 inches tall, something like that. Let me know if that's something you would be interested in. But I just wanted to let everybody know, or let my patrons know, that your TRXZ plaques are done and they're going to be coming out to you. Of course, if you're not a patron and you're interested in becoming one, check out the patron page. There's a link down in the description. All the help, it really helps out the channel. I really do appreciate it. And I really do appreciate you guys joining me today. Thanks for all the input you guys have been giving me. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button if you want to keep up with these updates and the series that we're leading into, that we will be getting back to soon. Hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so that you can be kept up to date for those. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next time.